Astrology, a mysterious and fascinating field of study, has been able to captivate people around the world for centuries. Although not everyone believes in it, many of us cannot resist the temptation to see what the stars are telling us. Today, we will focus on one of the most controversial aspects of astrology, the inability to forgive. Have you ever wondered why some people have a hard time letting go of past traumas? Or are you intrigued by why some zodiac signs are less likely to forgive? So here are the zodiac signs that struggle the most with forgiveness. Cancers. Known for their deep emotionality and sensitivity, Cancers take things very personally. Their emotional memory is strong, making it difficult for them to forget and therefore forgive. For Cancers, the past is ever present. Cancers are also very loyal, so betrayal or neglect can hurt them deeply, leaving scars that can last for years. For example, if a friend betrays a Cancer's trust, it can be extremely challenging for them to rebuild that relationship. Cancers have a hard time forgiving because they tend to dwell on past hurts and have a hard time letting go. They can forgive, but they rarely forget, and the wound can linger for years. The poet Maya Angelou's quote, "I can forgive, but I will not forget," reflects Cancer's approach to forgiveness. They can move on, but the memory remains. However, Cancers also have the capacity for deep understanding and empathy. For them, the path to overcoming the difficulty of forgiveness may be to try to understand the other person's perspective and motives. Practicing acceptance and mindfulness can help them achieve inner peace and let go of old wounds. Scorpios. Scorpio is a zodiac sign with strong emotions and deep passion. When Scorpios trust someone, they give it their all. However, once that trust is broken, forgiveness becomes nearly impossible. Scorpios are known for their inability to forget and forgive. Their intense emotions make betrayal or hurt something that is simply unforgettable. If a Scorpio feels hurt, they will remember it for a long time. Their deep emotional nature makes them feel betrayal more acutely, and they often perceive forgiveness as a sign of weakness. The famous quote by Mahatma Gandhi resonates with Scorpios: "The weak can never forgive." Forgiveness is the attribute of the strong, but it takes a great deal of strength for Scorpios to let go of their pain. On the other hand, Scorpios are also incredibly loyal. If they are able to cope with their feelings and forgive, they can be some of the most loyal partners, friends, or family members. Perhaps they need to have a sincere conversation with the person who hurt them, in which they express their feelings and expectations. It is important for Scorpios to learn to manage their emotions in order to move forward. Virgo. Virgos, with their analytical nature and perfectionist tendencies, often have a hard time forgiving. This is a sign that strives for order, purity, and perfection, and any violation of these principles can cause Virgos to feel strong resentment. For example, if a Virgo's partner or friend fails to keep a promise, Virgos may take it as a personal slight. Virgos tend to analyze and overinterpret situations, which can make the forgiveness process difficult. Virgos are drawn to the quote by the Greek philosopher Epictetus, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it." For Virgos, the reaction is often to hold on to the grudge rather than let it go. Despite this, Virgos are also known for their practical and rational approach to life. They have the ability to assess situations objectively, which can help them in the forgiveness process. Understanding that everyone makes mistakes and that no one is perfect can be the key to letting go of a grudge for Virgos. Taurus. Ruled by Venus, the planet of love, Taurus is deeply committed to their relationships. However, their stubborn nature makes it difficult for them to forgive when they feel wrong. It is not easy for Taurus to let go of a grudge, especially if their trust has been broken. They can be quite unforgiving, preferring to end a relationship rather than confront the pain. As a result, they often build walls around their hearts to protect themselves from further harm. Taurus needs to remember the words of Nelson Mandela. Resentment is like drinking poison and then hoping it will kill your enemies. Forgiveness is not directed at the other person, but rather at releasing the burden of anger and pain. Capricorn. Capricorns are known for being practical and level-headed, but they are also incredibly proud. When a Capricorn feels betrayed or disrespected, forgiveness is out of the question. They have high standards for themselves and others, and when those standards are not met, they have a hard time getting over the hurt. Capricorns believe in fairness and often feel that forgiving someone is letting them off the hook too easily. "You owe it to me to remember this" reflects the struggle of Capricorns. They remember, and this memory can be a heavy burden. By holding on to grudges and the inability to forgive, Capricorns not only block the possibility of healing relationships with others, but also hinder the process of self-acceptance. It's important to remember that acceptance and forgiveness are integral elements of personal development and the key to a harmonious life. Forgiveness is not a sign of weakness or submission. It is an act of strength that allows us to move forward and open up to new possibilities.